And moving on to one of the other somewhat surprising announcements, something that people have
S-
thought about a lot, I guess.
Somewhat surprising. I think it's
Well, I mean,
very surprising.
well, okay, but people, we haven't even introed what it is. So this is Super Mario 35. So it's a battle royale from the same people that developed Tetris 99, and the exact same concept where you do things in your game, so of Super Mario Brothers, and it will send enemies to your opponents, and people get knocked out until there's one person out of the 35 remaining. I just say that it wasn't that shocking, just given that people have actually created this game, and they've had cease and desist from Nintendo, so people have already created their own battle royales for
Uh,
Super Mario Brothers.
I know that, but I think it's very surprising considering that, first of all, this wasn't in any of those leaks. And second
True,
of
true.
all, for Nintendo to do this, I would never have expected them to. Like, Tetris, I think, is. You can almost do anything you want with Tetris because it's kind of this property that it's falling blocks, so you can do a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah,
They've been very careful, I think, with not careful, but basically like to take Mario and put it into something like this mini battle royale. I actually wouldn't have expected Nintendo to do this. Obviously, I've seen the fan ones, but that's why
yeah.
I thought it was very surprising.
Yeah, and it was really cool. Like it's certainly something I'll play, and it's coming to Nintendo Switch Online from the 1st of October. But just to talk about playing it, you would want to get onto it and play it because they're actually going to make this limited as well, and it's only playable until March 2021. One thing I'll just quickly say on that is they did sort of say that about Tetris 99. They said it's a limited game, and then it's still available. Like they haven't taken it off yet. So maybe they'll extend it depending on how popular it is, or maybe they go and create like a cart version of this, which they've done with Tetris 99. Not sure. What did you think about the fact that it's limited?
This one being limited makes a lot more sense to me because it relies on a big community of people playing it. Not
Yeah,
to say that there probably wouldn't be enough people, still playing it at that point, but it's a free thing, so it's almost like a special event. So I understand that why this is limited as opposed to the limited digital versions of 3D All Stars.
mm.
Honestly, I think this looks cool, but I don't think I'm probably going to enjoy trying it. I didn't like Tetris 99 in any way at all.
Oh, really?
Um, no, I thought it was a horrible way to play Tetris, honestly. But also, I didn't spend enough time with it to probably get the hang of it. What I don't like, we've talked about this before, not on the podcast. I'm also not a fan. This is obviously not to do with Mario 35, but with Tetris, I don't like holding pieces in Tetris. Like I like the traditional Tetris, and that's what
Uh,
also meant that I didn't like Tetris 99.
yeah,
So with this, I I'll give it a shot, and I'd love to be surprised and actually enjoying it. But I kind of when I'm playing a Mario game, I like kind of just focusing on what's happening, in my screen, and having to kind of like focus on attacking other people. I think it's probably just not going to be up my alley. But I love that it exists, and I really hope it's really fun for everyone.
yeah. And I think if you are going to play it, you want to play it at launch. Just given that we are a smaller market in Australia, I do think that this game is not going to have the same type of player base as Tetris has, where people they just play Tetris for hours. Like my wife does this; she loves Tetris. I just can't see people playing Super Mario Brothers 35 for hours and hours. You know what I mean? It feels like something you'd jump on for 10, 20 minutes at most, really, and then just jump off. So, by virtue, then it's going to have a small player base. So I'm certainly going to try to jump on this early, try to get a winner chicken dinner, and then at least I'll feel satisfied with that. Although how good people are at Mario and how bad I am at games, as you've pointed out and shamed me, like I do kind of get worried that I won't be able to win. So we'll see. I haven't won at Tetris, so I haven't played it that much. But
I
yeah,
I will say also I was also a little surprised that I know it's not far away, but it's available on October the 1st. Because from memory, didn't Tetris 99 almost like when they announced it, it was almost like playable the next day or something like that. That's in
yeah,
my memory. It was like soon after, so it feels like out of everything, this would have been, and it's available right now kind of game. So
Yeah.
that's just a weird thing from in recent memory. Normally that wouldn't happen in the past with games. But
Yeah, and maybe we'll tackle it in the overall thoughts, because I do have some thoughts on that one, just as how they've planned this release. Like, this genuinely came out of nowhere. They didn't even warn and say, "Hey, there's going to be a direct tomorrow or tonight" or something like that. They just dropped it, and it was shadow drop literally, and then it was like, okay, like everyone kind of get onto it, and